Hey folks, welcome to FASHD 20 History of Fashion. I am your instructor, Professor Johnson. I am glad that you're here. This is going to be an exciting, fun class. You're going to learn about clothing and adornment from the dawn of man to like last week. I'm going to take it all the way there in that last module. So I'm going to take you to as close to common times as possible. So welcome. This first video is just a little introduction to me. Since most of you I will not meet face to face this semester, as most of you are only taking online classes and not taking a class with me. So we won't get to see each other on a regular basis. So I just want to give you a little introduction to me and my background and history so you know something about me. But the first thing I want you to know is that I love fashion. I do. A lot of people say it. I love creatives as well. I know that creative folks, their brain works a little bit differently, and sometimes we have to explain to our family why our brain works a little bit differently. So I can help you with that if you need some help with that. But I absolutely love this class. It's one of my favorite classes to teach because this class is a good mix of actual fashion students and people that just have a love for fashion that aren't actually fashion majors. So thank you for joining me, whatever point of the spectrum you are on. I'm excited to have you here. Okay, so a little bit about me, Professor Tara Johnson. I was a Chafee student many moons ago. I'm not going to tell you when because I don't look my age. So I'm going to try to not date myself today. But I was a Chafee student many moons ago and left Chafee and went to San Diego State. My undergraduate degree is in history, so this class has a special place in my heart. But until I started teaching, I really didn't make a penny off of my history degree. I always worked in the retail space once I graduated from college. So my undergraduate degree is in history. Like I said, I worked retail for forever. My first retail job was at a company that doesn't exist anymore called Miller's Outpost. And after I graduated from college, I started working for Nordstrom's. I worked for Nordstrom's for almost 10 years. When I left there, I was working in the children's shoe buying office. So I was buying replenishment. So basically the shoes that we always want to make sure we keep the sizes in stock. So little baby shoes and little Nikes and Adidas and snow boots because I was in New Jersey at the time. So snow boots, all that kind of fun stuff. Then I met my husband and he moved to Buffalo while we were dating. And once we got engaged, because I'm not moving for somebody, I'm just dating. Once we got engaged, I moved to Buffalo to be with him, and I worked at a very small retail chain in Buffalo. Actually, we were in Buffalo in western Ohio. This was back in the baby fat farm Sean John days, so brought a little flavor to western New York and eastern Ohio. And then my husband graduated from law school. We came to California and started making little Johnsons, and that buyer life just did not work for me, so I transitioned out of it and actually got a job at Chafee, not teaching, buying books for the bookstore. Firm believer that books cost too damn much. So you will find out when you use a textbook for this class that your book is the best price, FREE. I actually have worked with our publisher to provide you with a database to the book, so you do not have to purchase a book for this class. Yay! So I started teaching at Chafee. I started teaching at Chafee in 2017. Actually, I started on the business side. I was teaching entrepreneurship. So retail merchandising management, they have a class in the business side. I taught that class, and introduction to business, entrepreneurship, I taught. Those are the classes that I taught. And then this opened up on the fashion side, and I was like, I gotta have it. So I moved on over to fashion, and I absolutely love it. So I'm excited to have you here on this journey, whether you're a fashion student or not. So excited that you're here. And I say all that to say that if you see my history, I didn't have a straight line to anything, and that's okay. That's okay. I have loved everything that I'm gonna say mostly everything. There's one thing I didn't necessarily love, but I liked it. It paid the bills. But there, on your journey to your career, whether it's fashion or not, keep in mind that it doesn't look like this. Wait, let me see how I go. It doesn't look like this or like this. It may look like this, right? You may go through a bunch of twists and turns to get to where you are, and that's okay. And it's okay to reinvent yourself. reinvent yourself as well. So I never saw myself walking away from buying until I walked away from it. And I never saw myself walking away from being in the bookstore until I walked away from it. So keep that in mind too, that even if you don't know what you want to do yet, if this is just an exploratory course for you, that's okay. You'll figure it out. The most important thing is, it's that stupid cliche, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's true. I have loved everything that I've done until I didn't love it anymore. And when I didn't love it anymore, that's when I moved on to something else. So keep that in mind too, okay? All right, so now you know a little bit about me. You're gonna move on forward through this module. There's some other, couple, actually quite a few more videos you're gonna watch. You're gonna get what to expect, so you know what every week looks like. There's a whole host of stuff. And then the time management piece is really important. This class is 100% online and it's 14 weeks, right? So the time management piece is really important. And I know that most of you have other things happening in your life than just taking this class. So the time management piece is gonna be really important, okay? All right, I'll see you in the next video.